What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Thursday, April 7th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 7-game slate tonight. So let's take a look at the point guard position. Where's my point guard? Oh, here he is. It's a value play. I like Devin Canady from the Orlando Magic playing the Charlotte Hornets, who have the 4th worst defense overall. They're middle of the pack defending opposing point guards. And Devin Canady, now he's averaged 18.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 28 minutes per game with a 15% usage rate. He's projected at 18.8 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5.2 times value. He's $3,600 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 228 points scored in this game, and Devin Canady has scored 24, 19, and 15 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 24, 30, and 29 minutes. So he's getting plenty of playing time, doesn't need a ton of fantasy points to hit value, and he's got that 25 fantasy point upside. So I think he's got a good chance to crush value here tonight. So I like Devin Canady here versus the Charlotte Hornets. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like D'Angelo Russell from the Minnesota Timberwolves playing the San Antonio Spurs, who have the 8th worst defense overall. They give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. D'Angelo Russell has averaged 35.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. He's projected at 35.6 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.2 times value. He's $6,800 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel. And Vegas thinks there's going to be 237.5 points scored in this game. So you got a high scoring game. And D'Angelo Russell, he's caught fire. He scored 39, 44, and 35 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 28, 34, and 36 minutes. So I like D'Angelo Russell here versus the San Antonio Spurs. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Aaron Gordon from the Denver Nuggets playing the Memphis Grizzlies, who have a middle of the pack defense overall. They've been pretty good versus opposing small forwards, also eligible at the power forward position. Aaron Gordon has averaged 28.2 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate, but he's also caught fire, scoring 44, 42, and 36 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 35, 36, and 37 minutes. So I think he can score 33 fantasy points or more, get you 5 times value or more. He's $6,600 DraftKings salary, $400 more on FanDuel, and Vegas thinks there's going to be 232.5 points scored in this game. And he did score 43 fantasy points in his last game versus the Grizzlies, So I like Aaron Gordon here versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. So I got a value play for you. This is a DraftKings value play only. He's priced up on FanDuel, so I wouldn't pay that FanDuel price. But on DraftKings, take a look at Larry Nance Jr. from the New Orleans Pelicans playing the Portland Trailblazers, who have the 5th worst defense overall, give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Larry Nance Jr. has averaged 19.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 23 minutes per game with a 13% usage rate. He's projected at 19 fantasy points here tonight, and on DraftKings, that's 5.3 times value. He's only $3,600 DraftKings salary. Now he's priced up $1,700 more on FanDuel, so DraftKings play only for me. And Vegas thinks there's going to be 223.5 points scored in this game. Larry Nance Jr. has scored 22, 25, and 9 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 22, 28, and 15 minutes. So I'm hoping he can get 22 to 25 minutes this game, put up 20 fantasy points or more, and crush value on DraftKings. So I like Larry Nance Jr. here versus the Portland Trailblazers. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the center position, I got another value play for you. I like Zach Collins. He's also eligible at the power forward position from the San Antonio Spurs, playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the 10th worst defense overall. They're middle of the pack defending opposing centers. Zach Collins has averaged 19.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 18 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate, but he's playing a lot more minutes now. Take a look at his last 3 games, scored 28, 37, and 41 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 25, 30, and 24 minutes. And he had some pretty good usage rate as well, 22, 26, and 22% the last 3 games. He's projected at 22.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's just about 5 times value. And he's got that 30, 40 plus fantasy point upside. So he's got the opportunity or the chance here to crush value. He's only $4,500 DraftKings salary, $700 more on FanDuel, and he's playing in this high-scoring game where Vegas thinks there's going to be 237.5 points scored in this game. So I think it's a good game to stack. So I like Zach Collins, especially on DraftKings, here versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.